Welcome to our ongoing weekly clip series, Wolff Bites.
Hi, I'm Lynette Wolff.
And I'm Brian Wolff.
We're the Wolff couple.
Oh.
These are the 33 top negotiating techniques. We're on number 25.
Yes.
Never say the number first. The seller makes you the offer. Okay, that is very important. That's why we always say, what's the least you'll sell the house for? Is that the best you can do? You always want the seller to make you the offer.
That's right.
Whoever says the number is the loser in a negotiation, right?
Yes. Now listen, you are going to resist every temptation to say the number first. Their favorite thing to say is make me an offer, right? How many of you have heard that?
Who's heard that before?
Just make me an offer.
Yeah.
And you don't want to be the one making the offer. You don't want to say a number first. However, sometimes you aren't going to go forward and they're a mule and you can't get the mule to move unless you hit them with a 2x4. You're going to have to say something. And the 2x4 is your next technique, which is a low ball offer. Keep trying to ask them to say the number, but at some point, it's just going to get ridiculous if they're not going to say any number. And so you come in real low. So if you think the house is worth 200 and they're asking 190, come in at 170 or something way lower. Now, part of that is you understanding how much is owed on the mortgage, and part of it is you understanding that this is a price at which you would leap for joy, okay, if they said yes to this price.
So here's an example. The seller is asking $300,000 for the house. The house is free and clear, right?
Yeah.
And they're asking $300,000, and you say, what's the least you'll sell the house for? And he says, make me an offer, okay? And then you basically say that, what if we were to give you something, you know, in the mid 150s? See how vague that is and how low that is. That's a low ball offer because it's worth $325 and he wants $300.
That would only be if it's a cash deal. That would only be an offer if it's a cash deal. Guys, if you're trying to buy a pretty house and they've given you some or any indication that they're going to accept terms, you don't want to mess with it by really embarrassing yourself and offending them with a ridiculous offer. So if they're open to terms and you're looking for a pretty house deal, when they're forcing you into saying a number, I want you to come in, like I said, maybe $20,000 less. If you think the house is worth 200 and they owe 170 and they're asking 190, you're not going to come in at 160 and expect them to bring money to closing. So there is a baseline to the low ball offer, and that's why it's nice to have the mortgage information. A lot of times your low ball offer will be, let me give you a few thousand and you can walk away. Okay, so let's say you think it's worth 200, they're asking 190, they owe 170. That would be one of those where you'd say, you know, why don't I give you a few thousand and you can walk away.
CTM, cash to mortgage.
Yeah. Now, if you have developed some rapport, you can be a little risky with this, but again, I want you to be aggressive up to the point where you might offend them and mess up the deal. The more important part of the equation, our 4 tent poles, the more important part is length of term. So if you're fighting them on purchase price, that's not where your battle should be. Your battle should be getting more time. And yes, you'd like to get the best purchase price possible,
That's a good point.
but you know, we can probably pay retail price and still make a pretty good chunk of change off this deal.
We love it when you like a clip.
It's even better when you leave a comment.
Plus, you can be nice and share it with others.
And remember to subscribe to get notified of new great videos.